Hey, what is up? This is the MCHOSE A5 Ultra Blue. This has been sent out by McKeys, and this is an unbox video. So shout out to Helen for sending this out. This is of course one of 5 variations that McChose come out with on the A5 model. You've got the A5, you've got the A5 Pro, you've got the A5 Pro Max, and then you've got the Ultra with 3 different colors: a pink color, a white color, and a blue color. And the blue one has different switches from the others. This one has Omron, and I think these are opticals. The A5 Ultra pink color and white color comes with ETC dust proof golden. So a little bit of variation here. A lot of people might be a bit confused, but you know, that's just the way it is. That's how they operate, and we just have to live with it. So inside the box, that's what you get. It comes in a cardboard box. Inside the cardboard box is this box, and that's all it is to it. And what you get is some cables, and you get some grip tape, and this is pretty nice grip tape. Actually, it's pretty thin, like geckos, and I like geckos very much because they're very thin. But yeah, we'll take a look at it in the future. There's an instruction manual, and that's all she wrote in the box. Let's get rid of it quickly. And I do need to point out that this cable feels a little bit stiff compared to what we're usually used to. This is very stiff, as you can see. It's like, I think I know the reason why. This is a 4K, sorry, this is a 8K wired capable mouse. And my experience with 8K equipment is the cables are kind of stiff and kind of proprietary. We have to run the cables, because I know that because the MonsGeek keyboard has got cables that I can't use other cables on the MonsGeek. I need to use the cable that is supplied by MonsGeek, and it is like kind of like thicker, kind of heavier gauge, not so pliable. And I think it's the same deal with the MonsGeek, with the MCHOSE A5 Ultra. You need to run these wires so that you can get 8K polling out of it. That is my suspicion anyway. I'm not too sure. Maybe I need to do a test with other wires to confirm it. But anyway, that's the wires. That's the extender, dongle extender with MCHOSE logo on it. And if I'm not mistaken, you can remove the back feet, expose it, and you get the dongle right there. And you put this back by sticking this in, and then there's some magnets to hold it in place. Remember to remove this sticker for the feet before you use it. But if you're not used to the MCHOSE A5, let me describe it for you. It is literally a G Pro Superlight that is kind of like smaller. If you put it next to each other, you can see the size difference, just slightly smaller. Let me put it side by side, and you have a look at it, and you can see that the MCHOSE is kind of like 5% smaller than the G Pro Superlight. In the hand, it feels exactly like a G Pro Superlight, but for girls, something like that. Now, in terms of the click feel, G Pro Superlight, of course, it's got optical switches as well, but it is not the best optical feeling. It feels kind of heavy and very tactile, but you know, it is not the favorite among optical enjoyers out there. This one is the famous Omron opticals that are on the Ninjutsu Sora, the Sprime PM1, really nice. But obviously on the Ninjutsu Sora and the Sprime PM1, it's a different kind of implementation, because on the Prime and the Sora, they have different materials. They're not using plastic, they're using some carbon composite, so it feels a lot lighter and spammier compared to the MCHOSE. The MCHOSE has, as you can see, kind of like a thicker M1 and M2, but it still feels really nice. It definitely feels better than the Logitech one, although I could argue that the Logitech feel is going to appeal to a different group, and the Omron opticals are going to appeal to a different group. I'm going to say they're both pretty okay to me. Although a lot of people don't like the Logitech, the new version of the G Pro Superlight opticals, I find it to be fine. I think they're okay. I think some people will like them, but these are the Omron opticals. And for the side buttons, very tactile, kind of like normie kind of side buttons. A lot of people will like them. Compared to the G Pro Superlight, a lot of people say these are mushy feeling. Again, I'm in the camp where I don't mind them at all. They're not my favorite, but they don't pose any kind of threat to my performance. I'm not going to blame them if I play terrible. But these are more universally acceptable. I think a lot more people will like this. There is kind of like a groove here, like a protection. In case you accidentally activate the side buttons, there is a little bit, can you see that? There's a little bit of a lip here that protects you from accidentally pushing up or rubbing up onto the mouse 4 and mouse 5 button. But okay, that's the mouse wheel. Doesn't feel as spammable as the G Pro Superlight is a little bit more spammable, but these are fine, but they feel a little bit stiffer compared to the G Pro Superlight. Maybe they just need to warm up and loosen up a little bit, but in the hand they feel great. Actually, in all honesty, it feels a lot like the Endgame gear, the kind of size, I mean. But the size of the Endgame gear, of course, is very much smaller. The Endgame gear is 53 millimeters across the grip. Let's find out what it is on the MCHOSE. On the MCHOSE, it's kind of like 57.4 is what I'm getting on the where the sensor is. And by the way, this sensor is called the Realtek sensor, which is how you get the 8K from the MCHOSE A5, A5 Pro and A5 Pro Max. They're using the Nordic sensor that everyone is used to, but the A5 Ultra, pink, white and blue are all using the Realtek sensor. I think this is what gives you the 8K compatibility or the 8K possibility of performance. And then of course the other two colors are using ETC Dustproof Golden, while this one is running on Omron opticals. And in my opinion, you can see a little bit of wobble there on the mouse 2. The mouse 1 is pretty solid, doesn't move much. Mouse 2 a little bit, but they're not touching each other, so that's fine. There's a little bit of pre-travel and post-travel. But compared to the G Pro Superlight, it's about the same kind of. Maybe the G Pro Superlight has a little bit less pre-travel, but it also has a little bit of post-travel. Let's see it again. Pre-travel, click, and post-travel. Pre-travel, click, post-travel. So in terms of the tensioning of the buttons, it feels really nice, feels really comfortable. I won't have any problem playing with this mouse in terms of actuating the buttons. So I'm looking forward to putting it to the test. We will run it through Kovacs for the next 7-10 days, and we will see what the result is. If this thing is up to speed with all the new mouses out there that are performing extremely well with the 3395 sensors, 4K. I don't think this has got 4K because I only have the regular 1K dongle. I don't think there's a 4K dongle included in this shipment, but we will see what it performs like in 1K, and I will report back to you and tell you how I feel about this mouse in about 10 days or 2 weeks, and we'll see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed this video and took some useful information. If you want to pick up the MCHOSE A5 Ultra in blue color with the Omron switches, go hit up MCHOSE. I think these are $57, $58. Pretty good deal for an 8K 8K compatible mouse, 4K if you have the 4K dongle. Anyway, that's my video for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Yeah, maybe I should undo the stickers for the rest of the video. Let's see. Oh, they're pretty easy actually. And they look like they have black feet. Pretty easy to move. Okay. That's that. Let's see what they feel like on the Ultra Dash. Oh. Okay. Spin test is definitely a pass. These are pretty good skates compared to the G Pro Superlight, which is also pretty fast on this pad. And MCHOSE, yeah, about similar speed, or maybe slightly faster because it's new, but feels great. Feels better than the G Pro Superlight, to be honest. And yeah, that's my video for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.